Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about midday meal scheme. We will discuss everything about it and also will come to a conclusion. I am with you Tanu and let's start the video. Contents which we are going to discuss here is I'm going to introduce the topic to you, then take you back in the history of MDMS with its objective. We'll discuss more about PM Poshan Yojana, its benefits, the cases related to it, challenges it faces, and also what are the things we can do to come to a good conclusion and also make it effective plan. The midday meal scheme is a government sponsored program in India that provides free meals to school children. It was introduced in 1960s to tackle the problem of malnutrition in India and also to encourage school attendance. Over many years, it has been expanded to different regions of India. My aim to talk about this particular scheme is because the program directly aligns with the two critical sustainable development goals, that is, zero hunger and quality education. However, in this presentation, we will analyze the challenges and successes of the midday meal scheme, including some case studies and ways to improve the program. Midday meal scheme was introduced as National Program of Nutritional Support to Primary Education in 1995 for the students studying from class 1 to 5th only. Later in 2004 it was renamed from NPNSEP to Midday Meal Scheme, and in 2007 the facility increased till class 8. That means that students from class 1 to 8 will get the free midday meal. In 2021, Prime Minister Modi revised this scheme and renamed it to PM Poshan Yojana, in which he also included the pre-primary children. Objective of midday meal scheme are: first, to boost the enrollment and attendance; second, to provide hot cooked meal with high nutritional value; third, attracting children who are reluctant to go to school; fourth, promote overall growth of children. There are more objectives till now. For example, employment in rural areas and also gender equality. PM Poshan Yojana. Midday meal scheme is the largest school feeding program in the world. It was started in Tamil Nadu by K. Kamraj. If due to any reason school fails to provide food, then state government has to pay food security allowance. It has to be prepared under the guideline issued by the central government. 2 or 3 school management community members test the food before serving to children, and these things are mandatory. In this slide we are going to discuss about the benefits of midday meal scheme or PM Poshan Yojana. Midday meal scheme has been successful in increasing the attendance and enrollment rate. It has somehow positive impact on health of school children. However, there have been many cases reported which we will discuss further in other slides. It helped to promote gender equality, providing employment to women in the community who are responsible for cooking and serving the meals. It reduced the financial burden from family as they don't have to pay for their children lunch. It helped to promote social integration because people from different backgrounds come together, sit together, eat together. It also get funding from private sectors as Aksha Patra, Infosys, Bharti, Jindal Nandi, etc. In this slide, we are going to talk about some cases related to midday meal scheme. In October itself, this year, 28 students hospitalized with food poisoning after having midday meal scheme at UP school. Later, According to the Hindu report, it says that midday meal related food poisoning cases in India are on its peak in 6 years. However, there is one more case that Home Minister of Rajasthan is using corruption and also using midday meal scheme for his benefits. Before we delve into the challenges, I'll like to forward few cases towards you by Comptroller and Auditor General of India that in 2017 in Himachal Pradesh found that the licenses and certifications were given to 97 and 100% of business operators respectively without inspecting their premises. In 2019, the CAG found that the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India did not inform doctors in Madhya Pradesh to report cases of food poisoning. Later, CAG findings were that the poor infrastructure, inadequate inspection, irregular licenses, and lack of proper feedback are making the midday meal scheme work in the worst manner, and it's not working properly throughout the country. One thing I like to mention that the PM Poshan Yojana scheme, earlier known as Midday Meal Scheme Program, has been allotted 11,600 crore. But it is also a challenge because earlier it was 12,800 crore in 2023. When I read about it more and found about different cases, I thought and I came up with few steps which can be taken to make this scheme work effectively throughout the country. Some steps are adequate inspections are very important. Develop a feedback mechanism so that people can talk about the loopholes in this scheme properly, and they should also have a proper platform for it. Infrastructure and proper kitchen shed. Helper regulation revision is very much needed because they are still getting paid less or else not even getting paid. Quality check of every food item is important. Proper training for the personnel who are making the food for the children, and making sure that suppliers have proper license. According to me, these are the steps which can be taken forward to make this very plan effective. Franklin once said that investing in education gives the best interest. So, the midday meal scheme is very beneficial not only to students but also to the families, communities, and nation in general. However, there is a need for continued monitoring and improvement to ensure that the scheme remains effective and sustainable in long run. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once mentioned that this is a very important and great mission. You feed the children, you give the best nutrition, you develop the future of India. Thank you.